All right. Welcome back to Batman, where I don't know what just happened, really. It gave me the option between saving Selina and saving Dent. I picked Selina because it seemed like the more interesting choice. I don't really know what would have happened. I feel like she would have just died. At the very least, she wouldn't have trusted me anymore and probably would have become a more significant enemy. Dent, meanwhile, contrary to my hopes and expectations, as I said in the last episode, immediately got gravely disfigured in a moment, turning into Two-Face. Or at least he appears to be. However, I'm confused as hell what the game's about to do now, because Mayor Hill is just dead. So somebody has to win the mayoral race. And I figure it's gonna end up being Dent anyway. What do we have, Mayor Two-Face now? Like, I'd actually respect the game a lot if it was just like, yeah, we're gonna gravely disfigure Dent, but actually he's not gonna turn into Two-Face in this narrative at all. He's just gonna be horribly disfigured mayor and still cool guy who believes in the same things. I would be so down for that, except for the writing of this game has not proved to be very impressive thus far. So, not holding out hope, let's say.
After Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
Did he even say what his name was? I don't feel like he's been part of the... I don't feel like Penguin's been in the public much, so I don't know why they would know his name. I don't think he said it when he did his big show.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
That's quite the leap, alright. I mean, this doesn't matter, though, right? Like, Bruce Wayne can disappear, Batman can continue to operate. Like, it does mean that Bruce Wayne becomes a pariah of sorts, but thus far in the narrative, this is what I've been saying about having trouble defining who Batman is in this narrative. He doesn't seem to have, like, he's been operating both as Batman. I'm just going to pause while we do this because I don't want to talk directly over it or get distracted too much. He's been operating as Batman and as Bruce Wayne, but neither to particular effect. Batman, he's been definitely doing things that are more valuable, if more questionable. But, like, the only thing he was really doing as Bruce Wayne was being buddy-buddy with Dent. And at this point, like, he was already, based on the discussion he had with Dent, going to disappear from the Dent campaign, but continue to fund him anyway. So if that's even a consideration at all, the part where he has to be Bruce Wayne, not relevant. So the whole scandal about his family is kind of moot, except for except for the part where it haunts him personally, which again doesn't really follow because he wavers between being like childish Bruce Wayne who's taking everything personally and like still haunted horribly by the immediate memories of his parents dying, versus like old man Bruce Wayne who says, that doesn't matter now. It's so ill-defined here.
Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
Is the graffiti the symbol for them? Oh, episode 2, okay. Did you ease Falcone's pain or make him suffer? 70%. Ease Falcone's pain. Alright. Did you kiss Selina? Yeah, that's actually lower than I thought. I thought it was going to be way higher. Again, I think that's the more interesting choice. And I do think it is hilarious that she doesn't let you. Bruce or Batman. That's a surprisingly even split. I do kind of wonder how that would play out as... I don't think it matters. With how that dialogue went, I don't know, I'd be curious what he actually says, because he's not going to say all the stuff that he would say to Bruce Wayne, but it's not going to change any of the decisions he makes, or how he presumably always dies no matter what. Did you withdraw your funding for Harvey's campaign? Yeah. There's usually in Telltale games, there tend to be some choices like this where it's just like, why would anybody say no? It just doesn't make sense. Just as I was saying as we were going through it, there's no particular reason to stop the funding because there are no stakes. 62% of players saved Selena. Yeah, I do. That's actually more even than I thought. I do wonder what people's reasonings is for each one. I'm sure that there is a proportion of people who are just like, Catwoman hot, I'm gonna save Catwoman. But I do wonder how that is changed for one direction or the other based on knowledge of the various characters and their futures, you know. Whether or not you know that Dent will become might or will eventually become Two-Face will influence that choice. Especially if there's an inevitability to it, which is sort of how I was thinking about it. It's like, you don't... It's Chekhov's Harvey Dent. You don't put Harvey Dent in a Batman narrative for him to not turn into Two-Face, right? Or if you do, like... especially for a choice-driven, an allegedly choice-driven game, there's only so much change you can make to the narrative. They're not going to completely rewrite the narrative for Two-Face does or doesn't exist. Or if they do, then he's not going to be that big of a player in either case. So it kind of ultimately doesn't matter. It's just which face he's wearing and what dialogue he says. Weird. Okay. Yeah. I'm still pretty happy with those. Maybe one day, depending on how much I vibe with this game by the end, maybe we'll go back through in the black and white mode or whatever it's called, and pick all the opposite choices, play dark noir evil Batman or something, just to see what happens.
Next time on Batman.
Nope. Don't care. No, you're not. Oh.
You may have saved me, but this isn't over. You don't know these people, Bruce.
I just want to skip this.
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called children of Arkham.
Can't skip it at all, huh? I don't want
Have the
this.
city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
After that news about your father,
That is interesting with the implication that Falcone was also killed by them. That's very
Waynes have always
useful.
run
It's useful.
But now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do
Huh?
you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
I don't like these stingers. Also, that's really dumb with him just staring.
You know what I want.
No more hiding, not for anyone.
But don't worry, Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming to him.
Bruce! Bruce!
You know, I'm actually very curious who that character is supposed to be, because it kind of looks like it could be an interpretation of Scarecrow, but also the extremely gruff voice and the fairly willowy silhouette sort of implies to me that it might be a female character under, you know, a significant amount of trying to hide their identity. But then I'm trying to think, like, who would that be? there aren't a huge number of female. Oh, we're doing this again. Come on. There aren't a huge number of female opponents for Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman
There's,
of Wayne Enterprises.
I mean, like, well, at least in the you know, the famous list, I guess. And Telltale is always going to pick whoever's
They're waiting for you in hell.
Can you not interrupt me when I'm talking?
Like I could do.
All right, taking the headphones off. Yeah, just ignore what's on screen while I talk to you. Okay, so what, like, in terms of typical Batman narratives and common enemies posed for him, I mean, the main two are Poison Ivy and
Harvey think? The two of us.
what's her name? Why can't I remember her name?
Let's get out of here.
Harley Quinn. God, that was entirely too difficult for me to remember. There's also, like, I don't know. No, that's kind of like, at least in the pop culture sphere, it's those two and Catwoman, and that's kind of it. And this is not a narrative that is skewing significantly from, unless it's Vicky.
You have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham.
Wait, what's her name? Vicky? Is that it? Seriously, why did you just stand there and, like, stare at her while Harvey got his head stoved in, you idiot? You suck. You can tell me that it's tailored to me, but come on, man. Like, 80% of the interactions I do in this game are just to proceed with next scene.
Mayor Dent. You know, I always assumed Harvey would win, but not like this.
Won by default. He's probably pissed he didn't get his landslide fair and square.
I don't think that's usually how mayoral elections are allowed to work. I think at the minimum there's usually ends up being some other kind of runoff.
Why did you do it? Harvey needed you.
Or at least there's, like, a show vote. Like, has he been granted mayorship the same day?
I did it because I care about you.
That's not necessarily what I meant, but I was talking and trying to respond at the same time.
I don't think I can do this.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to see what... I just can't, okay? I have to go. I'm sorry. Just go in without me.
It's okay. I get it.
You...
Kind of shitty, Selena, but yeah, I'm not going to force you.
I don't blame you for not wanting to be here.
Thanks. Please, Bruce. Don't tell him I was here. I don't think he'd understand.
Hey, Harvey, I brought you romantic flower bouquet. It's definitely me that brought it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Men should get flowers, and men should get flowers from other men, and that not be a big deal either. But you know.
Hey, Bruce.
Harvey, I am so sorry this happened.
I mean, I did sit in the car and tell you to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I haven't actually seen it yet. They've had me wrapped up this whole time. Numbed beyond belief. Maybe it's not that bad. I mean, my family, we heal quick. Could be fine.
I mean, like,
I'm sure it'll heal up nicely.
Modern cosmetic, I feel like this is a very old-timey thing as well, because modern cosmetic surgery is pretty incredible. Like,
rugged, manly.
Even in the 40s, people were doing some pretty incredible stuff with facial reconstruction. There's a lot of cases from, like, people who were in World War II and went through some awful things, and, you know, got a good chunk of their face reconstructed, and it was like didn't look the same as before, but, you know. was okay. So the implication that you get disfigured and then you turn into an evil person or a maniac is very antiquated. Not that it isn't true of a lot of Batman's foes.
Guess I can't blame her. The way I look now.
Well, that's depressing.
She's busy, hasn't had a chance to come by yet. You'll hear from her.
Easy for you to be optimistic about women. Pretty sure no one ever loses Bruce Wayne's number. I am glad you're here, though.
Bro, you're the district attorney. You're not like some schmuck.
Time to think about what happened. I wish I could make myself turn it off completely. Watching footage of the debate over and over. Look at me, preaching it. What a great guy you are, while I go and get my face bashed in.
How did they get the camera angle?
Every news station is showing it.
This is just mean.
Don't do this to yourself. There's nothing you can do to change what happened. Replaying that moment will only drive you crazy.
Don't say that. Don't say drive crazy to Two-Face.
You need to say.
I was helpless, Bruce. Helpless. Couldn't do anything. Penguin would have just beaten me to death right there in front of everyone. He wanted to. Hey, thanks. What they did to Hill, to the moderator. I have to live with that. But you heard them.
Hey, can we get a crisis counselor in the room here? I know this is the American healthcare system and, you know, everything's shitty, but...
I need to stay ahead of them. They're trying to cause discord. That stunt at the debate was just the first step.
Batman stopped them from killing you the other night, but they will try.
Oh, it's not this. Okay, it's a different day.
Hide from them, Bruce. The Tonight speech, they'll know where I stand.
Wait, tonight? I thought you were supposed to be recovering.
My assistant is on her way to pick me up. At the election, I was able to talk the hospital into releasing me early.
No.
They're too happy about it.
No.
All the doctors keep telling me to take it easy. But how can I? Well, stay in the chair, Mr. Dent. Oh, don't overexert yourself, Mr. Dent.
You should probably listen to the doctors. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, I've been a very good invalid, Bruce. Don't worry. I can't afford to take it easy right now. Come on, you do the same in my position. Which is why I won't even try to tell you to not look into those tapes. I know how much you loved your father, Bruce. I know that debate was hard on you, too. Finding out your dad drugged Esther Cobblepot, Hill admitting to having both of them killed. It's a lot to process. I'm sorry. Just because I keep reliving it doesn't mean you want to.
Oswald and I were best friends when we were kids. I knew his mother. Talked to her.
Look, I realize what a terrible friend I've been to you. I was so focused on the campaign. I thought distancing myself from you was the only option.
That's not an issue here, man.
I'm sorry.
Again, with the things that are not issues. Sure, whatever,
Thanks,
man.
Harvey, I appreciate that.
I'll make it up to you.
I don't need you to make it up to me.
What is that?
Batman symbol.
Coming from near the GCPD? That's one way to get the guy's attention.
Again, with the... I don't know if this is old Batman or new Batman.
What, already? What else do you have to do? My assistant won't be here for another hour. You can stay if you want.
I have a date.
No, man, come on, play it off as a joke.
So, well, don't keep a lady waiting on my...
It worked. You know what? Whatever.
I want to hear all about her later, though, all right?
You rest up, Harv.
Thanks, Bruce.
Smile at him. Smile at him. Don't be a bummer. Also, this is like the same... Ah, Christ. Alright, well... Alright, so I guess the question is just like, what is the is it just a slow spiral down into becoming crazy crazy Two-Face or what?
Unit 6 in pursuit of suspects westbound on 15th Street.
Is it the Children of Arkham? Can you confirm?
Negative. They're taking shots at us whenever we get close.
Understood. Stay on them.
I don't want to help the GCPD.
A little help would be nice.
Hang in there, all right?
Oh, they
don't have enough officers to deal with this.
It's because you guys suck ass.
Everyone's stretched thin. I'm doing what I can. I have to go.
You don't need to say you have to go on a walkie-talkie.
Has a bat on it, Jim.
You give me a number to call, I'll rethink my methods. I'm just glad it got your attention. I didn't have a lot of options. So, here we are.
Whatever.
Says the man dressed like a giant bat.
I mean, you know, most of the narratives don't really talk about the implication that if the bat signal's on the roof of the GCPD, then they tacitly condone anything and everything he does. He's an operator for the GCPD, basically.
One of my officers.
The one who tried to shoot me.
I know, but hear me out.
The one who did shoot Falcone as well.
Killing Falcone. She's supposed to be on
Yeah.
leave, but she got a tip on the children of Arkham's chemical
Oh,
stash.
Christ.
Went rogue. She's out there alone, and I can't spare anyone to back her up. I told her to wait, but this is personal. Children of Arkham pumped her full of that
Look at
junk.
these awful,
She's a good
awful...
One of my
I
best.
don't want to help her, but these other options are awful, where I'm just like, I'll blame him, or...
These children of Arkham are everywhere all of a sudden.
All of these
Where
are...
the hell they all come from? I never heard of them before. And that debate.
Never mind how this began. We have to focus on ending it.
If you've got any bright ideas how to do that, I'm all ears.
I mean, does any... I couldn't just, like, point the finger at Cobblepot immediately. That kind of wild out of the blue. There's no connecting those dots.
Crisis I can't deal with right now. We've got to keep both Montoya and Dent safe.
Oh, God. Are you going to make me decide?
I'm on it. You there?
Always.
Launch the drones. I need eyes on the city.
Lucius has made some upgrades. I'll let him explain.
Oh, we're finally getting to talk to Lucius.
You got a whole team or something?
A friend who can help us.
That friend got a name?
Yo mama.
All right, patching you through to R&D in Wayne Enterprises.
Batman, so listen. The first model was only equipped for visual surveillance, but seeing how you use them at the skyline, I thought you'd need an audio feed as well. The microphones are incredibly sensitive. They can pick up sounds from up to 500 yards. In some cases, you'll even be able to hear through walls, like X-ray peering.
Like a bat.
Thank you. Being one step ahead of Batman, it's kind of my job.
Any idea where they might be?
Montoya's car was spotted crossing the bridge to Arkham Island. Could be where the handoff is happening.
What about Dent?
Probably headed to his acceptance speech. They just left the hospital and we lost sight of him.
Oh, you are going to make me choose. God damn it.
Barrels of this stuff to transfer. And not a big window to unload all of that. They said they wanted it done tonight, so it's gotta be done. You wanna argue with them? Be my guest. You just keep an eye out for that cop.
Nobody move. This is the police.
Oh, God. I mean, they're already shooting. It's all over.
No, please, just leave it. It's not gonna get any better.
But you're bleeding.
Then let Gotham see it.
Is that?
No, I told you it's fine.
That car's been behind us since the hospital.
God, is this guy trying to drive us off the road? What the? Damn it!
These are both stupid. So, with Montoya, I don't really care about her, to be honest. Like, narratively speaking, she's a dead end. She's just a random cop. She's trying to, like, she is the person who almost shot me, sure, and she is the person who did shoot Falcone, but those are both narrative dead ends, and whether, like, especially with how this narrative is going, Montoya is not going to get her name cleared. This narrative doesn't end well for her, even if I help her survive, right? Like, she's going to be vilified, or she's going to be killed by something else. She's going to be, you know, she's clearly, her motivation here is that she's haunted by having done the wrong thing because she was under mind control, whatever. And so, like, she needs to be intercepted, and like, for her to have a positive outcome, she needs something that this narrative will never provide. Harvey, meanwhile, is on his own rampage of feeling sorry for himself, but also feeling guilty for things that he has little influence over. So many of his interactions with me are like, sorry for not being a good friend, or could you pay for my stuff, all of which like do not matter to me at all. And he's already been disfigured, so like whether or not he goes deeper into being Two-Face, maybe I mean I am metagaming here, but narratively speaking, he's a dead end as well, because he's already been set on his path. And even if he hadn't been disfigured, if that was a possibility, then he would still be getting attacked in this circumstance. So the outcome is probably already predefined as well. I don't think either of these matter. I think it's ultimately like, which one do I want to play? They both suck. Montoya is probably going to be a lot of like, I mean, it's all quick time event combat, right? And then whatever happens, maybe I dismantle them distributing the nerve agent cans or whatever. Harvey, if I go save him, maybe he doesn't get as bad, or he gets to do his speech on TV or whatever. I almost wonder if I'm gonna have to play both anyway, if the game is gonna make me do it. I really can't decide here, and I don't like the fact that I have to when the game is gonna play it for me anyway. You know what? Let me... This episode's already gone on long. Let me... we'll come back and decide.